We are now just past the halfway mark of this competition. This is about as tight as a prep for powerlifting can get, with all the top 3 guys neck and neck in terms of actual numbers on lifts. Some keep quieter and others are a little bit more outspoken. A couple you may have even written off completely, but when all is said and done, they are responsible for their own work and their own results. All decisions they make are theirs, and they will be the only ones to reap the rewards or pay the consequences.
Being a PT and a gym owner has taught me how important goal setting is, and also having a structured plan around your training.
It's a therapy for everything you go through. I want to see what the human body can lift really in these 3 main lifts.
So hell, I lose some weight too, and through that process just got into powerlifting.
I think the coach is very important. Something that I should have staked out way earlier.
His build is actually not ideal for sumo.
At the end of last week's episode, we announced that one person is leaving the grind. We don't know who you had your money on, but Ricky is the one who has decided to leave the show. He has a business to run, and he's finding it hard to juggle the running of the business along with the training he has to do, and has made the decision himself to pull out of the grind and put his focus on other things. The crew all wish him the best of luck for the future. With Ricky out of the grind, things get very interesting for some of the other contestants, and for others it doesn't really make a difference. Let's have a look at how their training is progressing this week.
So the adjustment that we made in the diet, you've been weighing yourself, or starting to come down, yeah?
Well, yeah. I'll be honest, one of the days, like the day that you gave me the new diet, I actually had one more left that day.
Yeah.
But that was 2 days.
Yeah, but one day's not going to make a difference.
So I stuck to your plan the last 2 days, weighed myself yesterday, weight was largely the same, and then this morning I woke up and it was...
Like magic.
It was like
the weight
below
was down.
115, man.
Yeah.
So it's good.
Okay.
Very pleased with that.
You're currently on the diet. You feel like you're not starving? Like you feel like
No,
you're eating
not
enough?
at all, no. It's good.
Like you feel enough energy and you know, food going in.
Well, on the food personally, I think what did it was the reduced amount of carbs that you prescribed.
Yeah, compared to
because the proteins, proteins were largely the same, but the carbs went down, and I think that's what did it for me. So.
As long as you're not starving, as long as you still feel good, you still feel like you're recovering, you can train, it's good. So stay on the diet, stay on that, and just keep measuring your weight daily, first thing in the morning, just like before, and keep writing it down, and just keep giving me feedback, me and Roz, and if it's not coming off fast enough, then we have to speed it up a little bit. If it's coming off too fast, we have to slow it down a little bit.
I'll let you know if I drop too much this week then.
Yeah, just keep with it. Okay, so you have your low days and then you have that one high day.
Yeah, I think that's coming up on.
And just keep going with that.
If I'm starting again since you gave me the new diet, then it's going to be another 2-3 days.
Yeah, but just keep at it. And if it ever feels like it's not enough food, you feel like you're not recovering and stuff like that, you got to let us know.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay. What kind of question is that? I can't really get more bang for your buck than
What's cheaper? What is cheaper? No, not really. Not versus those. Take the boy. You get this.
What are you up to today, Jack Boy?
200, I think.
200?
Yeah.
Sorry?
You happy about that?
Unneeded.
Yeah. It's easy enough.
Interference? Yeah. I think fuck that. Just showing this.
I'm here, Evan, it's okay.
They're actually a little bit worse over the weekend, sort of played up a bit. Hopefully it's something to do with training, it's just sort of more weekend activities. But yeah.
is really bad.
As in you're very tight?
It hurts a lot.
Very tight?
Oh God.
Keep doing it.
I'm gonna stop.
No, don't stop.
Let's see the other side if it's the same or not.
Probably worse.
Find out. No, that was bad.
Oh, it's better? I was wrong then.
Easy enough?
Oh, you know what's easy, man. Very easy. Wasn't hard at all. But today's the easy squat day, so.
Nobody pray for me. It been a day for me. Yeah, yeah. Hey, I remember syrup sandwiches and crime allowances. Finesse a nigga with some counterfeits, but now I'm counting.
Do you want a copy of the exact program the contestants carried out in their first cycle of training? You can get the exact first training cycle of the grind to use yourself and make some serious gains just like the contestants. Simply go to this website, put your name down, and we will send it out to you absolutely free. We hope it helps you improve your training.
Sit down, be humble, bitch, sit down, be humble, sit down.
Hey guys, it's John from City Strength here to talk about the SBD elbow sleeve. The SBD elbow sleeve comes in sizes from extra small right up to 2XL, manufactured exclusively in the UK, and is made with two thicknesses of neoprene. 7mm on the outside of the elbow, 5mm on the inside of the elbow. This is to allow smooth elbow movement and comfort when bending through the elbow, so there's not too much material bending ending up in the joint there. Very, very useful for athletes who do a lot of pressing, be it bench pressing or overhead pressing. Strongman athletes love it also. Get yours today from citystrength.com.au.
So he's working up to a single at a 9 RPE today, so this will be his third squat session of the week. He started the week at 190 for his 9 RPE. Obviously with hip issues he can't accumulate too much volume, otherwise his hips really start to hurt. So we're going to base it off intensity and frequency, where he's going to do most of his progression. So he's going to spread the volume over the week. So today working up to a single at 9, we'll see how we go.
You see, I'm a new man by the beer. Been going all primal. Don't give a crap about shaving. Today's a single squat at RPE 9. Doing okay. Feeling as usual. I don't care about sickness. Just saying you're feeling as usual. Tell you the truth, Jack is still he's still the one in the lead at the moment in terms of his starting total compared to the rest of us. If I got it right by memory. And it's gonna come down to, like Amir said, who can have the lasting power. And if Jack can maintain his training and hit all his numbers all the way to the end, then he's got the most, he's got the highest chance to win. If he can hit all his numbers and follow all the way through to the end. But other than that, I obviously cannot worry about anyone else, but just focusing on myself and hitting my own numbers and see how it works out.
That looks good.
Hey?
That looks good.
I tip forward a little bit. That's easy, yeah.
Did you rush?
Yeah.
In back, you didn't tighten everything.
Yeah, it was on.
Yeah. When you pick the bar, don't just start stepping back straight away. Pick the bar, let it finish oscillating and waving and moving and doing whatever it's doing. Then step back 1, 2, a third step. Wait, just wait for everything to settle down. There's no rush.
So I was feeling kind of a little tired, so I'm trying to do something to feel a little more, you know, excited.
Forward still? You feel like you're tipping forward a little bit? So although that 190 was fairly easy, I'm just a little bit worried about his depth and stability with the bar. I saw him lean forward just a little bit. So we're not going to take a massive jump on the next one. Definitely wasn't a 9, so we're going to go up to 195 for the next one and see how that goes.
In my opinion, I feel every set's the same. Probably because I always try my best to move every set, including warm-ups, the best I possibly can. So I feel every reps are hard from the moment I put on one plate to the moment I get to my working weight. So I don't know what my limit is. We'll see. Julian's been doing a great job, to be honest, with helping me to get through the training from week to week and allow me to hang in there with the rest of the boys. So I had some dry needling done on my glutes and my quads today, which are like the most troubling area for me personally, as they are pretty damn tight. And I'm feeling great right now. So let's see what next week's like.
Lost a bit of time. Technique itself looked alright on your side.
Probably back to be a little bit tighter. Yeah. I think he's just rushing the descent, like you say, and he doesn't take the time to like pull his his elbows in and get the back nice and tight. That's why he leans forward at the bottom.
Yeah.
But because I was dive bombing, I felt more.
A little bit in there. Okay.
I felt more pain than the previous set with 190 because I was more controlled.
Because this is your second week of now doing just the working up to a max and leaving it there, right?
Yeah.
So in these 2 weeks now, do you feel like overall your hips are sort of calming down a little bit? Do you feel starting to feel differences?
Yeah, like I texted you, my hips feel better post-workout versus how they feel post-workout with the low bar.
Okay, all right, good. We're on the right track then. We might, if
after the workout, it wouldn't hurt too much. Compared to when I was low barring.
Okay. If the hips are feeling good, what we may start looking at doing is maybe after next week or maybe next week, start doing it, going from 3 days of squatting to now just 4 days of squatting. So adding an extra day in there, because the hips are like responding well and it's sort of calming down a little bit. We'll have a talk with Julian and see what he recommends.
I'm seeing him tomorrow at 5:30.
Beautiful. So we'll see what he recommends, and then we might go from 3 days of squatting now to 4 days, so you get a little bit extra practice, you know what I mean? And then, because we're slowly moving into the peak cycle as well, the peaking cycle, so it'll be a good idea to be able to get a little bit more practice in there with the squats. But we'll speak to him, see what he says.
He's been struggling with a whole range of tendinopathies that he's had for a few years before coming into this training, and just the big amount of volume that he's been doing lately has kind of all flared it all up. We've been trying a few exercises, some soft tissue work with him, and it really, I think, the best that we can hope for is for them not to get worse by the end of the grind. We did try some needling with him last week, and he said that that's helped him a little bit and possibly even reduced the pain. So giving that another go today, and he's going to continue with these exercises, and hopefully he doesn't get worse, and if he's really lucky, I think we'll start to improve.
So whenever I warm up for deadlift, I usually just use these. As I get to about 4 plates or so, I go with my hands to my work set. Now, because I want to feel my back kind of engage in the warm up, so it's kind of a practice that I've been doing out of purely on how I feel for a long time, so it just gets stuck with me. Feeling speedy. Good. Yeah.
Go, bro. Good.
Sorry?
It's good. There's obviously 3 reps, very good.
A little more fatigue, but
Just-
feel like I'm grinding way through.
Just the first one
My tricep cramped up on this side for some reason.
on all of them.
It's actually cramping right now.
Okay. I'll just stretch it up.
Because I'm trying to lock my tricep.
Yeah. The first one gave you a little bit of, no, it didn't give you trouble. It drained you a little bit of more of energy than it should have, because you rushed it a little bit, and so your back was rounded when you pulled, which made the lockout harder than it should have been. Like your lockout on like the second or third one looked a little bit more effortless than your first one.
Right.
So when you do all your lifts, you have a tendency to rush through the start. You need to get out of that habit. What the fuck is that, man?
I don't know, bro.
Can you just smash that phone on the ground? That's better. Yeah, so if you have a look at like a recurring pattern, you do the same thing with your squat, for example. You peak, you go, and then you just want to start. And it makes you make mistakes. With the bench press, you peak and you start before the spotters doesn't even let go of the bar. And it makes you make mistakes because you're coming down too fast and you lose positioning. It's the same thing with that. You just want to grab and go. Grab, get in position, make sure the chest is up, make sure your back is in the right position, get tight, and then go. You know, because if lats are loose, if lower back is rounder than it should be, if there's no tightness in the torso, you're going to hurt yourself in the lockout. Either like literally hurt yourself, or in terms of performance hurt yourself. You know what I mean? Yeah, that is your sticking point. Your sticking point is the lockout, not off the ground. And because of that, you want to be able to stay as straight as possible with the back when you start off the ground. So don't make that mistake. Perfect, you got the 3 reps. So go down the sort of back offs, but in the back offs now, practice the straight back. Okay, don't rush the first rep. It's very important. That first rep is the true thing you need to actually practice with the most perfect technique, because the rest aren't really the same as the first rep. Right. The muscles are already loaded, tendons are already loaded, CNS is already loaded. You know what I mean? Forget the first practice, perfect practice, the first rep.
It definitely feels different versus when I do complete stop reset.
Compared to when you used to drop it and stuff like that? Yeah. Compared to when you used to drop it and go?
Not necessarily harder per se, but
it's just different, yeah. Yeah. Use it as an opportunity to stay tight and go again. But the first rep is very important, man. You got to get used to it. And you're about 15
I rest the bar, but do I...
Yeah, so...
Yeah, but pretty much almost the bar.
Right? Okay. But the bar's completely resting on that. Pause for it, pause moment. Go, Mitch.
Time, take your time.
Yeah, chin up. See it. Chin up. Get out of your own way. Steady, don't rush. Confident. Deep breath. Elbows up. Push. Good. Stop. Good. Nice. Come on. Elbows up. Yeah, boy.
Plenty of strength there, man. Plenty of strength. You just rushed that last one.
That last one, yeah, my hand slipped a little bit, but that strength was fine. Like I didn't feel like I really lost it.
You can see it's like mentally you're like
bars.
Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit.
And then boom, pops up.
That's the thing, it's like, it's oh shit, it's oh shit, oh shit. Nah, I got it. But halfway up, it's like my hand slipping out.
Yeah. Get some chalk on, man.
I did, I just sweat it all off. But no, that was good. I'm happy with that.
Top 7.70. Starting to get close to your pre-test back squat max.
Really grateful to have the physios here at Adonis because every little injury that I've had has been sorted straight away with just a quick fix through Julian. So really grateful to have that.
Having Your Health Sport and Spine here as the chiros and slash physios here working with the guys, it's very important. As soon as something onsets like a little nigger issue to tend to it as soon as possible. That way, cases like Mitch, where he had some issues with his quad last week, got fixed straight away, and every little issue and niggle he's had has been sorted straight away. If you leave these things going for too long, that's how they become like bigger injuries, and niggles become like major issues. So yeah, tend to things early. Tight. Let's go. Press. Right. When it got to your chest, you sort of flat chested it. Okay. Keep it up. Just keep it up. Shoulder blades back. Yeah, that's it. Keep it there. Keep it up. Press. Better. Would you leave it there, bud? We'll leave it there. Yeah, we'll leave it there. We'll keep working there. That's much better. Don't,
happier with that one.
Don't jump at the rack here. Finish it, then rack it.
The way around.
James did it. Well done, James. Nah, he was like that. Somebody put it on my
Oh, smash my nuts and then my head. Like, how it works as a kid.
Nah, you'll be alright.
I don't know what the football works about.
Are you having guzzlers afterwards?
I'm doing it now. I'm doing it now. I need it.
It's going to fix you up, bro. Don't worry.
Fuck this.
One burrito bowl a day keeps the doctor away, mate.
The Grind is brought to you by Adonis Athletics, Australia's leading chain of strength and conditioning facilities. SBD and City Strength for the world's leading powerlifting accessories. Raw fitness equipment for top quality gym equipment and accessories. And Your Health, Sport and Spine for knowledgeable and quality care of our contestants' mobility and rehab needs.
Hey guys, I'm in here from Adonis Athletics for another tip of the day. Another episode of Just a Tip. Let's talk about beginners who are on strength blocks, either too early or for too long. Being on a strength block too long can have in my experience, a detrimental effect for the long term for the beginner level athlete. The reason is because, there's a number of reasons, but one of the main reasons is because when going into a strength block, oftentimes as a beginner, you haven't built the amount of repetitions needed for technical efficiency, and also the amount of volume that needs to be done to develop a decent amount of musculature, muscle building, and as well as improving work capacity, but also getting the tendons and ligaments, soft tissue just stronger for heavy work has just not been put in. So I think we've gone through a phase where, you know, in the last maybe 10 years ago, 8 years ago, there was a really heavy focus on just bodybuilding, general like rep work, and doing, you know, the traditional bodybuilding splits of, you know, chest one day, legs one day, and so on. And now it's sort of swung back the other way, where a lot of people who are walking through the doors as beginner level powerlifters or, you know, strength training enthusiasts have come across various programs, good ones mind you, such as the 531 or, you know, the 5x5 program and stuff like that, and they've sort of skipped a step without having put in enough work previously to get some decent level of hypertrophy down, a decent level of just body physical development down. They've gone straight into some strength work. And initially they'll see results because it's something that they've never done before. It's strength work. It's much more obviously central nervous system stimulating for the central nervous system. It trains the central nervous system to be able to call upon more strength. But after a while, they notice that this progression starts to fade, and they sort of just hit a wall too early in their lifting career, and things don't really progress. And one of the reasons for that is because there isn't that that time spent enough over here before they go into the strength block and they do lots more strength work. The strength blocks and the hypertrophy blocks really closely interact with each other, because the hypertrophy obviously builds the muscle, and more muscle usually will mean more capacity and capability and potential to produce force, which can then be used in a strength block, and you can, I guess, for lack of a better term, switch on this extra muscle that's been created to be able to produce the force that you needed to be able to move more weight in the squat, in the bench press, in the deadlift, in the military press, the clean and jerk, or whatever it may be. So I think a sort of middle of the road thing needs to be established and understood and respected, where hypertrophy is still very important and it needs to be in the cycles in the program, and strength work is obviously important, especially if your aim is to get stronger, your aim is to be a better strength athlete, even as a recreational enthusiast. And that's why the best way to do it is to cycle between durations of hypertrophy work, which should last at least probably 3 months, and probably at most maybe 6 months, and switch that and alternate it with periods of strength work, strength blocks, which again should go from a minimum of about 3 months to a maximum of about 6 months before switching back again. That's assuming you're not training for a competition, in which case things change a little bit with peaking and tapering and things like that. But if you're just training just to train and you want to just get stronger and you want to get bigger, or even just stronger, not really even bigger, then those hypertrophy blocks alternated with strength blocks can definitely help you out. Try it out in your program. If you have any further questions about that, hit us up, let us know, and we'll help you out.
Let it settle. Take your time. Chin up. Push back. Good. Go again. Push back. Good. Finish strong. Come on. Push back. Good.
It went really well. It's that tightness in my shoulders that are releasing upstairs. Difficult. I find it difficult to keep the bar up.
Have you been doing the back stuff?
Yeah,
every day?
Yeah, but I'm doing more exercises now.
But I feel like it's improving week to week?
Yeah, it's improving in general, overall.
Is it progressing in the right direction?
But sometimes it feels fatigued, like today.
Because you're increasing the weight each week?
Yeah, so with the lift, I'm feeling a bit fatigued in my shoulders and in my upper back, so the strength is there, speed's pretty quick, but just trying to keep the bar up high and keeping my chin up is a bit difficult. So we're just working on that now with Julian, a few exercises to release that, but it is definitely progressing over the past few weeks. So I guess it's just one week it's off. The past few weeks have been really good. Yeah, that's about it.
Training with these guys is awesome. Tyrek's the only one I've really had a good chance to train with.
Set up well, make sure you get back tight, chest up. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Good. Set up. 1, 2, press. Good. That 2 pause is a killer.
Yeah.
1,
you just
2.
want to bust it up.
Yeah. You have to hold it. So good. Good.
So Jack's been experiencing some elbow pains while he's been doing some bench pressing, and at the moment it's looking like he's more than likely got a bit of tendinopathy in through his triceps. So trying to figure out some things that might let him continue to train through some of this pain. So giving him some exercises. We'll see whether he does them or not. Just trying to get him to do some isometric holds, see if it gives him some relief from the pain and lets him just get through the training and get through to the end of the grind without that elbow pain getting any worse.
Oh, because I've been having pains in my elbow recently when I was doing close grip bench presses. So they set me up with the pin press, so trying to alleviate that elbow pain of mine. So it's a good substitute. What do you think, Woz?
So just above the chest, help him improve the bar path and the sticking point to push back a little bit more. And obviously alleviate the elbow. So
yeah,
good.
They're feeling much better today, so I got 2 more sets to go, so let's finish it off.
Back. Good. So that was meant to be an 8 RP, so he's still learning technique a little bit, and so from the first set to now it's improved a shitload, so that's good. Next week obviously we'll push the envelope a little bit more.
Yeah, a bit more weight. And
obviously just to alleviate the elbow, so right now he's not experiencing much pain, which is good. So we're going to keep it there today. We've got 1 more set.
1 more set.
Man of a few words, Jackies. We're doing a close grip with a 1 count pause, 3 reps at an 8 RP. So that one was a little bit too light. So he had more than 2 reps left in the tank, so we'll go up in weight to 115 until we find a sweet spot. Press, wait for it. Press, wait for it. Press. Just needs to rest a little bit longer. I think the rest was a bit too short there. It's especially for like an 8 RP, a little bit longer. I think he rested like 2 minutes there.
So 1 count, not 2.
Yeah, no, but the first one, you didn't stabilize it correctly. I sort of stop, and then when I said press, you sort of like.
No, because what I was trying to do was get it to my chest, but not rest on my chest. I was trying to mat.
Okay. Stay tight. Let's go. Press. Good. Press. Good. Press. Good. That's it. And with the more like adequate rest, that's the most important thing, right? Is getting the volume in. So it doesn't matter like if you rest longer. You're not going for like a weight loss program that you need to keep heart rate up. You need to recover and get the reps. That's the most important thing.
I love bench. It feels good. I suck at the other lifts. Improve my other lifts. Not bench, already maxed out on that. Excellent. Perfect.
So you think you're going to win the bench component? You're going to smash all the boys on bench?
100%. 200 kilo bench. Easy in the back.
Coming. 200 kilos.
Coming as if I squatted.
Right. Yeah. So, had to ice them again?
No, actually, I didn't ice them. Didn't do anything. I just slept. I got home and I crashed out.
Fair enough.
And today they're a bit, again, sore.
Have you done those exercises?
I haven't done anything. I was going to do it. Now I'm between these sets.
Pause. Press. Press. Press.
Nobody pray for me. It been a day for me. Yeah. Hey, I remember syrup sandwiches and crime allowances. Finesse a nigga with some counterfeits, but now I'm counting.
Do you want a copy of the exact program the contestants carried out in their first cycle of training? You can get the exact first training cycle of the grind to use yourself and make some serious gains, just like the contestants. Simply go to this website, put your name down, and we will send it out to you absolutely free. We hope it helps you improve your training.
Sit down, be humble, bitch, sit down, be humble, sit down.
On this episode of Just a Tip, we talk about how you can hold on to gains due to traveling and holidaying and injuries on very minimal training. So it's a common occurrence that people will get injured from time to time, little niggles, things like that. Maybe your work situation will change. You know, you start doing longer hours at work because of certain projects or something, university exams, whatever it may be. Could be even holidays and things like that. And normally you're used to having a routine where you're training 4 or 5 days a week on a regular basis, and that is part of your normal life routine. All of a sudden, these changes happen, and you know you have to cut down. You're forced to cut down on training time, so you can't train 4 or 5 days a week anymore because, let's just say you're injured and you have to sit it out, and you can't do lower body. You can only do upper body, and upper body in your program is only, say, 2 or 3 days a week. Let's say you are caught up with university exams and you have to study, so you can only make it to the gym maybe twice a week. Usually in cases like this, people have a look at their situation that's changed, and they think to themselves, well, I'm now down to 2 days instead of the normal 4 or 5 days of training, so it's no point, I'm not even going to train at all. The thing is, this is very incorrect, because studies have been shown that with very minimal training and very minimal volume, you can actually maintain whatever gains you've got right now for quite some time. We're talking like twice a week training, and you know, twice a week training, say picking 3 or 4 major compound exercises, keeping the intensity level high, and busting up maybe like even 3 sets. That can, for quite some time, allow you to hold on to as much strength gains as you've made, and pretty much, you know, a lot of, if not almost all of your hypertrophy gains that you've made from training for quite some time. We're talking for months on end, like 2, 3, even 4 months, possibly longer. So if you ever gone on holidays, or if you have like university exams or anything like that, where your life circumstances have changed and you can't train as much as you want to train, as you normally train, then don't stop training. Try and get into the gym at least twice a week, and pick, say, 4 exercises, 4 compound exercises. So it could be like squat, bench, deadlift, and bent over rows. And just for the squat, bench, and deadlift, just do 3 sets of anywhere between, you know, 3 to 6, 7, 8 reps. So something like, you know, fairly high in intensity, and you know, bust out 3 or 4 sets of 8 to 12 on bent over rows, and you're done. You can go home, and you can rest assured that you will hold on to. That's enough of a stimulus for you to hold on to the gains that you've got up to that point. And you can maintain those for quite some time. On the second day of training, you can vary those a little bit. So you can do a variation. It could be a front squat instead of a back squat, and maybe a deficit deadlift, or, you know, a variation of the deadlift. So if you normally do conventional, you could do sumo, you could do block pulls. And instead of bench press, it could be military press, incline press, it could be dumbbell press. And instead of bent over rows, for example, it could be lat pull downs or chin ups, or anything like that. And as long as you pick compound movements where multiple and large amount of muscle group is involved, you'll be good to go. You'll have no problem. And you can maintain that for quite some time until university exams are over or whatever, and then you're back to your normal routine. So remember, no excuses. You got to get your training in, because you can always train.
So with the actual band, so what you want to do is tie this band.
We always tell our athletes at Adonis Athletics to never worry about what others are doing, and to just focus on what you can control, and that is yourself and your thoughts. People are sometimes quick to write themselves off and become discouraged with putting in 100% effort. Oftentimes people stop digging right before they strike gold, only because their will breaks too quickly. Had they dug a little bit more, they would have found something amazing. Things can change in the blink of an eye, and the advantage can swing very quickly. What you are seeing unfold in front of you is an example of just this. Many of these contestants began this show in a different spot, and they had their own ideas of who they are, what they are capable of, and who might win this. But just like that, everything can change. It's never over till the fat lady sings, and this fat lady has $2,000 for one of these guys.